Hey, it's Dr. Trish Leigh. I'm here to talk to you about the negative effects of pornography on the teenage brain. Okay, so let me just list them for you first. They're not pretty, and then we'll dig into why they happen. Okay, lower focus and motivation, difficulty concentrating and being able to produce schoolwork for teenagers, depression, low self-esteem, especially when it comes to body image and to sexuality, and early erectile dysfunction. But here's the real negative impact is that a teenager's brain is being wired in for objectified sex instead of relational sex from the get-go. So what happens is when they see pornography, they're associating sexuality with performing sex acts in a manner that the male is watching and the female is just having whatever done to her that the male wants, because that's how videos go when it comes to porn. That's not relational sex. Relational sex is two people being with each other and experiencing each other sensually and in a pleasurable way. Very different than a man treating a woman as an object. So young men are learning this from an early age, and studies show that by college age, 87% of young men have already built a habit of watching pornography. So this is what happens in the brain. The brain has this dopamine dump early on at the stage where the brain is developing and is having many new neurons, brain cells that are being created and neural pathways that are being created during the age of development. What happens is the brain's miswired for sexuality in the way that I just told you, because that's what it is experiencing over and over and over. That's how neuroplasticity works. These neural pathways are being dug in because of frequency and consistency of exposure. What's also been shown on top of the dopamine dump to happen is that a protein in the brain that is assigned kind of the job of mediating the pleasure and reward center in the brain, it's called delta Phospide, it is overexpressed. So those pleasure centers that are already going crazy during the teenage years are even heightened and overexpressed when a young man or woman, there's 31% of women that have been shown to have a porn habit built by college. But what happens is that mediation in the pleasure center isn't happening as well as it should. So it shows up as all of this kind of brain fog, behavioral stuff that a young person is experiencing. And this goes back to the real dangers of pornography is that they're so sleuthy, you don't even see it coming on. Teenagers don't know that. Teenagers aren't telling their parents what they're doing. So then now a teenager has depression and the parents trying to figure out everything to help their child out without knowing that they have this habit that is at the root of their anxiety and depression and different psychological, cognitive, and behavioral challenges. So that is the primary negative effect of pornography on the teenage brain. It is not pretty, which is why I am here. My mission is to help people understand that, yeah, it might start as a little habit for pleasure, but it can escalate quickly into a big, big problem. Okay, so control your brain, help your teenagers to control their brains, or your brain will control you.